Oh goodness, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long winter, but look at here. It is early summer and I got my boat back and the walleyes are biting. Well, at least I've heard. So I'm gonna go out and we're gonna do a little rigging, maybe some jigging, but primarily rigging for some early summer walleyes. And I'm just so tickled. My boat's ready to go. Let's do this. You know the catchphrase. Let's get loaded. I think we have a fish, or it's, no, that is a fish, or it's a stick. No, it's a fish. I can feel head shakes. What kind of a fish is this is the question. We are hooked up. It is a walleye. It is a walleye. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. He's not a giant, but he is a walleye, and I am tickled. My first walleye of the year. Oh my goodness, and I'm a bit discombobulated here. But yeah, I'm marking a lot of fish. Boy, how deep do you have? Actually, he's hooked pretty well. Yeah, I'm marking a lot of fish. My boat is going crazy. It's really windy out here. I'm just gonna have to turn it off here. I'm marking a lot of fish in basically 12 feet. So 12 feet, and we got a water temperature of 66.8. A little walleye. Let's let him go, but certainly fun. There you go, buddy. And man, that feels good. First walleye of 2023. And yeah, it is early summer and we are rigging. So it's just basically a sliding sinker here. This is 6-pound line. Actually, it's fluorocarbon, and it goes to a mono leader. That's probably about, this is just a pre-rigged mono leader, probably about 8-pound test, and using a wonderful leech. So we're gonna, that was not what I want to do. I don't know where I threw him. He's somewhere in the boat, I think, not in the water, but we're gonna put a new one on and get back at it. This is, oof, God. I am so excited to be fishing. There's a fish. Right in the weeds too. That is awesome. I just was marking some, well, what looked to be kind of emergent, oh boy, I gotta go this way. Emergent weed growth. You know, it's early. Oh, and he just came off. Dang it. That's a better one right there. I am going to mark a waypoint. There it is. Yeah, so was marking some, what I thought was some emergent weed growth on the graph here. And I kind of got snagged up a little bit in that stuff, and then boom, a walleye hit. So there's good cover down there, and I just got instantly hit. That 12-foot depth zone seems to be the ticket, getting a lot of fish marks in 12 feet. So it's not easy by any means. It's been about a 10 degree temperature drop from yesterday for a high, so it was like 82 for a high, and today it's like 72 for a high. So got an east wind and not exactly the greatest conditions, but you know, I'm getting bites, and there's, I mean, they seem, I was told that leeches were really good. Leeches have been sold out. I was lucky that when I pulled up to the gas station, the leech guy just showed up, and I got some leeches. So that's what I'm using. I might change it up. I mean, I got fathead minnows and I got night crawlers, but right now leeches are really nice because they're really durable, and let's just keep on keeping on. There's a fish. There's a fish. God, that 12-foot zone, man, is the deal. That's a better fish right there. That is a better fish right there. Better fish. It's coming around here. Fighting very, very good. Boy, they are in that 12-foot zone. Come here, Mr. Walleye. Alrighty. Great fish. This is a really heavy dude for his, well, I mean, he's not crazy heavy, don't get me wrong, but he's a good one. I am just not, I am so, come here, I am so out of fishing shape, if you will. It's been a long winter. It's a good eater. Been a long winter, so I'm almost like forgotten how to like hold fish and everything, but yeah, so not a bad one. I'm very happy with that. We're catching fish, so let's let this one go. And I think I kind of have them more dialed now. It is a super pain in the ass with this particular setup that I have with this boat, because I have a very basic trolling motor on here. It's just your stock trolling motor, and it does not do a very good job at well, doing what we're trying to do right now. It doesn't have, I mean, it's just very basic. Doesn't have spot lock, anything fancy like that. Doesn't even have autopilot. If you're familiar with Minn Kota's autopilot, they've had it for years, but it really helps you just to keep a direction. Doesn't even have that. So everything's manual on this trolling motor, and so it's not easy. So when I'm drifting, I'm trying to just use my trolling motor to help me just kind of get closer to this break. So essentially what we have here is a big flat, comes up to like 6, actually 4 feet of water on the top of it, and it breaks off into like 14, maybe even a little bit deeper than that, 15. And these fish are in that 12-foot zone. And water temperature is 66 degrees. It is early summer, and I think I got their number. You know, that's a little cocky to say, but I'm marking a ton in 12 feet. I stay in that 12 feet. I get a good presentation made, and I usually get a bite. And that one, you know, we got him in the boat. So difficult with this setup with this trolling motor on a windy day like this, but listen, we're making it work, and I am catching fish. So I am a very, very happy camper. All right, I think what I'm going to do is change up to a different bait. I got so much different kinds of bait here. I got crawlers and leeches and fathead minnows. So I'm gonna switch up to a fathead minnow. I've got a half a scoop, and I'd hate to waste them, so I'm just gonna see if that might, I don't know, maybe they're wanting minnows. But this is a really small hook for the for the leech. I'm gonna put on something once I get this tangle out. I'm gonna put on, so you can see just how small that hook is for the leech. I'm actually not sure what size that is, but it's pretty small. I just wanted something that really allowed that leech to have a lot of action. So it's just better to use a small little hook like that. So we're gonna change up to just a different leader. What's nice about this particular setup here, let's turn this off, this Lindy Rig, is that this is like a quick change barrel swivel here, and I can just change out this, in theory anyway, I can just change out this leader to a leader that's better for you know, it's got a bigger hook for fathead minnows, so that's what we're going to change out to. I want to show you how easy this is. It's actually, I'm not doing a very good job of showing how easy this is, but trust me, it's easier than having to retie another leader on. But anyway, this is not working out as planned, of course, because the cameras are rolling. But this is, we're just going to change this out, and I'm not going to worry about this now. When we come back, there'll be a fathead minnow on here. Here we go. All right, I got the fathead minnow on here, bigger hook. Might be a little bit big, but that's going to have to work for now. I am not like the greatest walleye fisherman in the world. You probably have noticed that. So you're probably going to be like, if you're a much better walleye fisherman than I am, you're like, what is he doing that for? Well, put your tips in the comments. I need to be educated. I want to be a much better walleye fisherman. So I am eager to learn, and this is all a learning experience. And what's great about YouTube is that we can learn from each other. So lay it on me, give me a bunch of tips, make me a better walleye fisherman. All right, so there it is. And we're gonna just drift down now and see if we can't catch one on the fathead minnow. There we go. There's a fish. That's a good one. Well, who knows, but he hit the fathead. I know he's not feeling so good. He hit hard. What are you doing, buddy? How big are you? Oh, it's a pike. And he's got it all the way down. All right, buddy. Got it way down the gullet. Mr. Pike. Come on, buddy, easy. We're gonna have to cut the line on you. I think that's probably for the best. Esox lucius. You get much bigger than that. All right, well, we're gonna have to call it a night. The sun is down, and I actually took this boat out of a very, very shady ramp, and I have a two-wheel drive truck, and shady ramps and two-wheel drive trucks do not go well together, especially if it's dark. So I don't want it to be too dark when I take this boat out. But oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about this rod. Actually, I'm a novice walleye fisherman. I have a lot to learn. Bunch of anglers around me catching fish like crazy. I'm kind of ashamed, to be honest. There's just a lot for me to learn. So please, in the comments, you're probably a much better walleye fisherman than I am. I want to hear what I did wrong. Any good you know, ways to improve my walleye fishing. I'd really appreciate it. But this rod that I was using, not the best for this kind of thing. You really want a longer rod. This is only 6'3". A 7-footer is a way better rod. This is medium light. That's a good action for this, because you don't want that fish to really feel, you know, when it takes that leech. You want a lot of kind of give in that rod tip. So you want a softer rod, right? You don't want a real quick tip, you know, fast tip. So 6-pound line, I'm using fluorocarbon, but that leader, fluorocarbon sinks. So you want monofilament. Monofilament floats. But that's about as much advice that I can give you, because like I said earlier, I am a novice. But I appreciate you watching. Until next time, guys.